Hi, I'm Felix and I'm the VP of Product Management at ValueWorks. And in today's video, I'll show you how easily you can set up investor reporting with the new improved investor reporting module of ValueWorks. Here in the first page, you'll see the reports that you've created so far with the most important information such as the time range, the author of the report, and what the current status is. So whether it's been approved, it's in draft modus, or if it's been sent already. On the right, you can also delete and copy the report for future use. Let's start with a new report so I can show you the whole process. So first of all, we give it a name. So for example, we cover the whole year 2022 plus January 2023 for the operational KPIs. So we go here into January 2022 and we want to include everything up including January 2023. But we want to use a different time range for our financial reporting because the data for January hasn't arrived yet. It's not been done. So we switch here from a different time range and then we click on next. Next, we will set up the sections that we want to include in our report. We have different types of sections. We have text sections, we have strict KPI sections, deep drill sections, and we already have a financial reporting section and an attachment section, so we can't add two more of those. Here we can also rearrange them and we can also give them new names like an executive summary 2, or we want to include marketing section, something like that. We can also remove the sections. And as I mentioned, you can also remove or reorder them a little bit. You can also then save this whole template for future reference. So you can add the template with the current name that you've given the report. And now that we've got our section set up, we can click next, select the people that we want to send this report to at some point, and create the report. So what happens now is that the sections are built up here. We can also see our general information here at the top, and I can go into creating the different sections. So the executive summary is usually a text-only section. So here we see a text box to enter our text, and people can also add comments at some point later. The key KPI sections start with a small text box on top. If in case you want to write an intro to your, for example, marketing section, you can add KPIs here. We want to click on those KPIs, move them over, and then they will appear in this section. We can also switch to the other sections. For example, we can switch to the liquidity section here and also add the KPIs for that section. After saving, you see that the KPIs are displayed in our regular investor reporting format. New thing here is that you can also switch to the table view where you can compare with benchmarks or planning values, or just see the planning values here as the white lines in the graph already. Again, you're going to have the option to add comments to both the intro section and also to the KPIs. The P&L is going to be essentially the best practice for investor reporting. So you have the actual versus the planning value. We have the year to date versus the planning value, which in our case, since we have the whole year, is not as insightful, I would say. And then of course you have the full year projection in case you wanna give a forecast already on how the year is going to end if you have the same performance that you have previously. You can also switch to monthly actuals, and you can include or exclude the subcategories to make the table less crowded. All right, then we have the other sections, for example, also a deep drill section. We can include deep drills, and you have the attachment section, which is essentially just an option to add links to your OneDrive files. So there's not going to be a document management system at this point. Okay, as soon as the report is completed, you can click on approve, and then you can decide whether you want to send it right away or just approve it. Approving means that the report is frozen. You can't add any more KPIs. You can work still on the text boxes, but the KPIs are disconnected from the actual reporting. And this is just for final sanity checks of the data that you're sending and adding some more content in the comments or in the text sections. Then afterwards, what I could do is I could send it, and then all the people in the recipient list will get a notification. They will get a link to open the investor report, and they can add then their comments. In case I've forgotten to add recipients, I can still do that here in the Manage Recipient section. I can add a recipient, and I also define if or if not they should receive the invitation as soon as they are added, and close and that's it. And that's how easy it is to create a new investor report with all the relevant graphics that you might want to send. You can also add a lot of text boxes and other content. And yeah, investors will be happy and you will be happy too. If you have any questions or any feedback, please let us know. And yeah, have fun with the new feature.